What's going on, YouTube? So I figured I would put out an update. I had surgery, gastric bypass surgery, um, as of Tuesday. So 2 days ago, it was 2 full weeks since my surgery. Surgery date, I went in at 300.6. This morning, I weighed in at 287.4, I think it was, or 5, somewhere right in there. Um, when I went in for surgery and weighed at the 300.6, then I went into surgery, got a whole bunch of IV fluids, and gained about 7 pounds. So since surgery day, I've lost um, 307, 287, so 20-ish pounds since surgery, since I got out of the hospital. But again, most of that first 7 pounds was water weight. So I don't really count it because I count it from my weight before surgery. When I started the process, or when I started um, after I scheduled my surgery, which was around January 30th, my weight was 324. Then I got down to 300 by surgery day, and now I'm at 286 point some or 87 point something, 0.45, something like that. Um, the surgery went very well, quick, easy. First 2 days, you're in a lot of pressure. Uh, Not really pain, at least for me. It wasn't a lot of pain, just pressure. They fill your stomach up with a gas so that way they can access all of your guts. And then they do the surgery and they try and get most of that out, but they can't get all of it. And it kind of rests. For me, it was right in my chest. Um, they get you up walking around. You also get gas pressure in your bowels because your whole body shuts down for the time that they're doing the surgery, and so all that stuff that's sitting in your gut is creating gas, and so when you wake up, you've got lots of body gas as well. So for me, they got me up, they got me walking. Um, had a little bit of trouble with urinating, um, to the point where they had to straight cath me the just before I went home to get my bladder all completely empty. Um, but I was up and walking probably, I'd say, maybe 3-4 hours after surgery. Um, and then um, they send you home. The next day, I was sent home. Didn't sleep too well that night. Um, the next night, I slept downstairs in a recliner. Didn't sleep super great that night either. But then on the third day after surgery, I was able to get up and walk some more, get rid of some gas, and then also be able to make it upstairs and sleep in my bed. And I've slept in my bed ever since. And I would say by day 4, so by Friday, surgery was on Tuesday. By Friday, I was getting up, putting my shoes and socks on, um, getting fully dressed, and being able to do um, somewhat normal activities. You also are trying to walk in that time frame as far as actual exercise walk. It helps burn off all of the gas, both the natural gas and the gas that's built up in your system. And so they want you to try and walk 30 minutes a day, get to 30 minutes a day. And then once you've gotten to 30 minutes a day, step up the pace and try and walk further and further in that 30 minutes. So I'm up to over a mile and a half in a 30-minute period. I could probably press it a little further, but why? Um, I think doing a mile and a half a day is pretty good. Um, and I mean, I'm taking in. I think I calculated it yesterday. I took in 690 calories. Today I might be um, in the 700-800 range. Um, but my metabolic rate, according to the iPhone app, my resting calorie burn is almost 2,000 calories a day. And then I haven't done my walking yet today. So let's see here. So yeah, I'm at about 2,000 calories already today that I've burned. I'll burn another 170 or 180 calories when I get on the treadmill this afternoon or this evening. And that just builds up over time, and that's how you drop the weight quickly. I'm peeing a lot. I'm just out past 2 weeks out, so I can have eggs, cottage cheese, um, cream of wheat, and mashed taters. I'm not doing the cream of wheat or mashed taters. I'm trying to avoid lots of carbs. I want to retrain my taste buds to take in the foods that are going to do me well, which are going to be high protein, low carb foods. That's what's going to help keep my muscle mass. It's also what's going to help me to maintain. I'm not saying that I won't ever have carbs. Even now, I have probably 15 carbs, 20 carbs a day. In like I have a pudding that has some carbs in it. But I want to try and keep my brain focused on the foods that are going to allow me to maintain a healthy weight after this all settles. So I really don't ever want to see myself back in the 300s. I would really prefer not to see myself over 230 ever again, because I think 230 and under is going to be a healthy weight for me to keep me from snoring, keep me from heart disease, keep me from having diabetes. Uh, so that's kind of where I'm looking. It's hard to say that because it's everybody's like, well, you're just setting yourself up to gain up to 230 or maybe more. No, I'm just trying to be realistic about stuff. So I'd preferably like to keep it around 220 or less. I think the goal weight is going to be around 210. That's going to be about where the doctor thinks I should be, based on uh, the calculations they've done. So anyway, for me, I'm not quite 3 weeks into it. Um, in another week and a half, I'll be able to start having um, what they call softer foods. So this is super soft foods. I'll get a step up to like soft meats, so like chicken salad, uh, um, mozzarella cheese, soups, soft vegetables. So I'll be able to have soups and chowders and stuff. So, and then I'll be on that for 2 weeks, and then I will bump up to regular foods. And right now, I mean, my dinner this evening was an egg in this little bowl. So I drink 2 shakes a day. I have a multivitamin. I have to take a uh, like Prilosec. I'm using Nexium, but Prilosec style uh, uh, antacid just to help protect the stomach while it's healing. They say for the first year, and then I can go off of it, and they don't expect that I'll ever have heartburn again unless I start gaining weight, massive amounts of weight again. I have to take a bariatric chewable vitamin. I take some calcium. I take one of these calcium chews twice a day. I take a bariatric multivitamin, and then my Nexium, and I'm also on a gall stone, supposed to help avoid getting gallstones, and that I'll have to take for the next year. But that's far less drugs than I was taking prior, and so I'm excited. I mean, I can have one little handful of my vitamins and medications rather than two handfuls every day, and that's exciting for me. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of give an accord of how things went. As a guy with a gastric bypass, there's not a lot. There's a lot of guys with gastric sleeves and whatnot, but on YouTube. So I thought I would do a video of a male, a guy that had gastric bypass and what it was like for me. And as long as I've stuck to the exactly what they've said and asked and required, and I've had no major issues. Um, I had one day where I took one too many bites of my food and it was not comfortable, but other than that, I've had no issues. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button if you'd like to see more content about gastric bypass and my journey in this. Please go ahead and click the follow button. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.